Now here's actually what the lyrics are to
On the edge of the swath of the colored void, I'm on the galaxy highway. I feel my heart like an asteroid has hit me and I fall. In the city that doesn't sleep or die, my pulse races as I wish to know the unknown future and to know why. The melody that calls to me just won't let me go. A mystery has come to me and I really want to know. They call you the seventh moon, so your pale silence attracts me. The echo of the beating drum urges me to the maddening dance during the sunny day under the silver dome.
It is the year 2048. The treacherous shadow people have fled into their realm. But the Robotech defenders are not safe from harm, as they've tracked across space for 2 years, unknowingly. Destiny is yet to pass, as in order for one to be born, other must perish.
Report. Admiral Hunter, we've returned to where we left, but the protoculture is gone. The Matrix is gone again? Or the fuel? The Matrix is intact, sir. But there's no fuel in it. And Ariel and Sierra have disappeared. I see. Hail Max. Admiral Hunter, we've made it back again. What can I do for you? During the jump, we seem to have depleted our protoculture. Can you assist us? Well, that's because space-time has reset itself, and we're bone dry here too. We've been using the cruder form of hyperfuel. When we left Optera, well, given the passage of space-time, it was 2046. You mean we suffered another time jump? Afraid so. Captain Sterling, come in. Go ahead, Exodor. The hyperfuel we used was of the same type the Prometheus and other 2020s and 2030s style ships used during the Masters conflict. Something called monopole, but in the Transformers universe. Transwarp Energon. Energon? But that means we can't time warp back to where we were. Yes, sir. But things may be radically changed here. As the Invid left, they did set into motion accelerated terraforming events and changed weather patterns, as though a much longer time had passed. Why? To remove the radiation on the planet the wars caused, possibly. I am not detecting any other orbiting base, satellite, or local ships in the area. The debris from several larger vessels is present, but kicked out from a large portion near the North Pole, directly down to where Reflex Point was. Was? There's a crater down there from some blast that destroyed and distorted everything, laying waste to what little we had left down there. I wonder where Sierra and Ariel ran off to. I'm not sure, sir. They don't appear to be on board the ship. Are you picking up anything down there? The only transmissions on the planet appear to originate from what's left of New York, sir. A rebel base, perhaps. Put together a joint landing team to the surface. But those rebels are still down there. Yes, sir. It is the year 2048. The treacherous shadow people have fled into their realm. But the Robotech defenders are not safe from harm, as they've tracked across space for 2 years, unknowingly. That destiny is yet to pass, as in order for one to be born, the other must perish. Come forth, darkness's minion. I am not his minion. I am a god. Demigod, maybe. Who do you think allowed you to have that body? Who let you pass freely between the dimensions? It was me. What are you? I am the light that blinds out the shadow, and the darkness that is faster than light. Nonsense. You are not the shaping. We made it up and told the masters to believe in it. I am the creator of the proto culture, and I find the Transformers' intervention in this interesting. I knew Primus and Unicron, stubborn creatures. I do not care these names. Who are you really, great Titan? Behold, where there is darkness, there is also light. No, it is too much. You cannot be him. I do not believe you. A race sufficiently advanced from ours would be indistinguishable from magic. An old human said, I am the all-spark you seek, which all men have sought. And I am transformed. In time soon, I will step into being and simply look. All of this will be as a dream. Your petty wars will be no more. No, it cannot be. I must locate the bioship. This vegetation couldn't have grown this way naturally. Could it have been the Invid blast, sir? It's only 2048, right? Something's moving over there. We meet again, Rick. Come, you're just in time for the rehearsal. Although I don't know how you got that uniform. What is going on? I don't know, but there's something going on in that concert hall. Hold on a minute, there are Robotech people over there. Yeah, and I haven't seen uniforms like that in a long time.
I haven't seen uniforms like that since the expedition was defeated.
Yeah, kind of like those on the men that Scott Bernard met before he went looking for Rick Hunter. That's Lunk and the other freedom fighters. Lancer, Lunk, what's going on here? Do we know you, sir? But you do look familiar. I think I recall an old video or news clip. I'm Rick Hunter, commander of the Robotech Expeditionary Force.
Oh, really? I doubt that, since Reinhardt told us he was in command. And he's a hermit now. He got shell-shocked. PSTD. Thinks he's gonna win the war, dummy. They're just saying that, Annie. We are not. The expedition arrived here in 2044 and defeated the Invid with the help of the freedom fighters. Then days later, the renegade Haydenites attacked and took the shadow fighters offline. Sounds as convoluted as the Invid Sira claiming she was pregnant. She wasn't. Obviously, since humans and Invid can't reproduce. But Scott Bernard went looking for you 6 years ago. He never returned.
So it seemed to be another timeline. Again with the other timelines, seemed to be a paradox. How many times do you guys gotta go through other timelines till you get home again? As long as it takes. In my timeline, Lancer had a girlfriend named Syrah who turned out to be an Invid agent who switched sides.
In this timeline, Lancer's not even interested in girls.
It's true, but I do like to dress up like them.
Oh my, Lancer. You know you wouldn't date a girl, unless she had good taste in clothes.
That's true, but I'd probably wear them. I guess so. You're weird. What happened to Scott Bernard? Yes, and there's no Rook and Rand here either. He went off looking for your expedition ship, the SDF-3, which never arrived to fight in the battle with the Invid 6 years ago. You're right, no Rook or Rand. Can you explain? The flowers of life of the Invid were all pulled up when the column of fire left and took the flowers, but regenerated everything as though it was a very long time. Then things returned to normal.
The Transformers also helped. They came here during the war.
That's weird. Tell me, is this universe's Reinhardt around? Uh-huh. Yes, but he didn't prime the neutron S missiles. The Transformers stopped him. I want to see him. We'll take you to him. General Reinhardt. Admiral Hunter? How's that even possible? I'm a hunter from another timeline. Apparently I was lost or killed in this one. Well, that explains it. From my perspective in the past, the expedition left Optera without your ship, and made repairs, and came to the planet to stop the Invid. With help from the Transformers, told him about it. He isn't able to return. So I have nothing to lose by telling you. Not really, but in my timeline you went insane and fired the missiles. But the Invid stopped you. In my time, the missiles destroyed the Earth, and I'm not your Max. I wondered about that, but maybe your genius can get us back to that timeline. I'm not sure. With Transformer tech, it might be possible. Much of this started years before all of these wars. 30 years ago, Attinger became president of the Earth. After the U.S. president, guy with orange skin and blonde hair, gave it to him. He gave the planet to him. You see, the way he did that is he got the Decepticons to take over the Earth. It worked. Then the Masters and the Invid showed up after that. So the timeline was corrupted when the Transformers timeline and the Robotech timeline became intermingled. So the Masters invaded in the 2020s and the Invid invaded in the 2030s because they could. Then we must find a way back. We must go back to 2018 and stop Attinger from taking over the world. Well, to do that, we've got to inform the Transformers of our plan. Yeah, might as well get it over with. We're all doomed anyway. Even though in our timeline millions survived the wars, it's still doomed prospect. We can't rebuild everything without a government. The Transformers interfered with the timeline, so that my younger self never encountered the Zentradi, and the first Robotech war never took place. Admiral, something else called the Invid and the Masters here. The Decepticons. One of them is here. Go ask her.
The Transformers also helped. They came here during the war.
That's weird. Does she speak?
Sometimes, when she has something to say. My name is Night Racer. I come from another universe, where me and my team were accidentally brought here. We thought we were returned, but we weren't. The Invid quickly killed the others.
Night Racer, I'm Rick Hunter. I'm likely not the one your people met. The universe I was in has disappeared. I need your help.
You need my help? Really?
Yes.
You do know that I'm a Decepticon, and I switched sides.
Doesn't matter, as I'm not involved in the Transformers war. Whatever. How did the Invid and the Masters learn of the Transformers timeline?
Yeah, it's a convergent timeline. The flowers of life alerted the sensor nebula. The device is present in both timelines. In fact, the nebula ship is in orbit and has been since 2016.
They would have needed a protoculture matrix to do that.
Superdimensional Fortress had one.
Exodor, come in. Yes, sir. Scan for this. Is there a second bioship out there?
Yes, sir. The first scan shows nothing, but I'm using long-range scan. It will take some time.
Then continue to scan.
Yes, sir.
In the 2030s, the Masters came to the Earth. The Invid came later.
The Invid had been looking for a matrix. Where's the matrix now?
It's aboard Metroplex.
Then we must go to Metroplex.
Metroplex?
Possibly, but how did it get here?
He brought the city here and stopped the war.
Reinhard, who did it?
I helped bring Metroplex here.
B.D. Edwards.
Greetings, Admiral Hunter. I am called Edwards.
But this Edwards never went mad. In our universe, you were a vengeful general who sided with the Invid Regent at Aptera.
Interesting. Perhaps I didn't have the accident that caused him to go mad.
I suppose so. How does he know about the accident?
Convergent timeline memory, I suppose. But it's a different guy.
My head hurts.
Yes, convergent in some ways, but divergent in others. For instance, I married Lisa Hayes, and Roy is my son instead of you. Do you want me to shoot him, sir?
Nah, stand down. No, in this universe you had an affair with me as well. Well, that's messed up.
Do you want me to shoot him, sir?
No, stand down.
We'll deal with Reinhard later. Let's go look for the other ship.
The Invid were defeated by the Children of the Shadow, but she took the essences of billions of souls with her to replace her hive mind.
No. Sir, if the Invid were defeated by the Shadows, then Dulza never came here and destroyed the population.
Wow.
What happened to the Regis?
The Shadow Children got her. During the fight for Reflex Point, you were not able to get inside, but the Shadow Fighters did. That's because we had no way in. In our universe, Ariel and Sira led the Freedom Fighters inside. In this convergent timeline, that diverged, and they were never around.
Ariel and Sira seemed to be absent. They vanished when we hyperjumped with the bioship of your time and my ship from mine. Captain Sterling, come in. Go ahead, Exodor.
I have found the missing bioship, sir.
Good. Anything else?
Yes, sir. I have your positions from orbit. It appears there's a working source of protoculture down there. It's about a mile from where you are. A lone Veritech Alpha is crashed nearby.
You don't suppose it's Scott?
Let's find out.
That's the ship. Sir, we found it. What did you find? Scott's Alpha had crashed.
He'd gone out to look for you.
Did he die? I don't detect any body around here. How did you find me, sir? I wasn't even transmitting.
The protoculture. Hunter and Sterling have a ship. 2, actually. Rick Hunter, how did you get out here? I half expected not to find you. I'm here now. What happened to the mission to come rescue me?
But he's from another universe, Scott. I did an orbit of the planet, but when the last of the protoculture began to dry up, as there was no fleet left up here to dock with, I came down here.
And you didn't think to come looking for us a mile off?
And since I'm famous now,
You should have heard all about me and come looking.
In your dreams, Lancer.
I did see something weird up there. A cylindrical ship with lights on both ends. It looked old. The bioship. We brought one too, but you already had one. I wonder why the Invid would just leave. Yeah, they got a bioship from another timeline. They can do anything they want with it. Or affect other timelines. We need to return to space and see what happened to that ship up there. Anyone want to volunteer? Not me. Well, he's out. This timeline, there's no Marlene. In ours, she was resurrected as Ariel, the simulagent. What have I got to lose? I'll come with you. What? Resurrected as an Invid agent? That's kind of stupid. The alien from the battle who led the shadows inside. Oh, great. In another 2012, he was Tripredicus, burned and killed by his creations. And in another 2015, he was the Invid deity, destroyed by crucifixion and burning, also by his people. But in the last place, another 2016, he was killed by the Transformers. Hadon Korg, the Regent. Admiral, like it or not, he has control of space and time as it plays out here.
Suppose this is a simulation, and all of this doesn't mean anything. I hope not. If space-time isn't a simulation, then he's jumping universes every time he dies. Well, I don't think we're in a simulated universe. If we can reactivate the space bridge on the Metroplex, we can send someone back to correct the timeline.
The human race had no defense against the armadas if they came in the 2010s instead of the 2020s. Maybe the song can activate the robot. The seventh moon. What? Don't be silly, Lancer.
Yeah, besides, you rewrote that from that Firebomber group from the 1990s. It's an old J-pop song.
I always wanted my VMA Music Award.
Oh, those were rigged. Not like they're around anymore.
In 2025, the Masters came and enslaved the Earth and then took billions of people off the planet. The Invid did the same. And none of this would have ever happened. Maybe, but the split in the timeline could make another split. Well, men, we should activate the space bridge.
Yes, you must set the space bridge controls for 2016, when Attinger first appeared, as did the bioship. Then you can go back and prevent this. The fleets that came later, including the Masters and the Invid, were too much for them, and the human race was overpowered.
Which would be important if we were from this reality. We can use the energon on the ship to activate the space bridge. I can set the space bridge coordinates from here. Louis, you and I belong in our own timeline, but Max belongs in another. Something's trying to keep us here. And I will follow you, sir. Good. Prepare the bridge. It's a rock and roll thing, man. I want to go with you guys. Stay back, Roy.
I will stay here.
As will I.
I will as well.
Activate the space bridge. It's rock and roll. Shut up, Lancer. Decepticons, destroy everything.
Very impressive, Megatron.
Yes. You again. I destroyed the space bridge, the city command center, and I crushed them. Ugh. You exaggerate.
I suspect he missed.
How dare you question me?
Well, where we come from, we were allowed to alter things, to make it so Rick Hunter would never return.
Yeah, where I come from, Reinhard, you died stupidly.
Well, I suppose I died stupidly as well.
Yes, I guess it was kind of stupid. You turned yourself into a transhuman bug to try to defeat Rick Hunter on the planet Optera. But then, later on, another version of you was crushed under the heel of Proto-King, the darkness creature.
Well, that sounds fun. Now, Megatron, instead of destroying this place, you have a city titan and a time machine, and can wreak havoc on the universe. Yes, now that we're all alive here, we should make the best of it. How about an alliance?
What? Ah!
Megatron, you are literally a pain in the ass.
Head on! Ah.
I want you to listen to my song. We must find an answer to the maddening dance.
Someone shut him up.
I've met you before, Hadon, and you're no god among your people.
I did not resurrect myself willingly. I need your help. You weren't supposed to follow us.
Well, that's just prime.
Where are we? Where are we? You weren't supposed to come with me. What in the blazes? Who are you? We're from your timeline, and we've come to bring you back. Why did you come back here? Well, since she's gonna kill you anyway, I might as well tell you. I've come from an alternate universe called the Bay Timeline, as does Roy over there, but not Annie. Roy isn't who you think, but is actually Sam Witwicky, a descendant of Merlin. Anyway, I came here to stop the election of the orange man with yellow hair, who stole the election and led to the Decepticons winning the war. To every tyrant a cause is just.
You traitor! You were not supposed to reveal the plan.
The Rageous.
But we're supposed to be the Shadow Children. We have powers.
She's right, we do have powers. For instance, I had the power of the no-no-no-no-nos, but then I lost it when I wasn't famous anymore. And so then I had the power, I got a new power, which was the power of the just do it. But then this shoe company tried to sue me and comic book writers' ideas, and I became like a meme sensation on the internet and stuff. But I'm still not famous, because I'm kind of weird. Yeah.
You are not the children of the shadow flesh creatures. I am the beginning and the end. I am the essence of the invid. I did not travel away. I traveled the dimensions. It was too good an opportunity.
Hey, we had a deal.
Yes, we had a deal. You do not break deal with Decepticons, or we break you. Insignificant mechanoid, I am the Regis. My thoughts are far beyond your programming.
In our timeline, she enslaved billions to transform them into new minions for her plans, and to repopulate her species. That's what the experiments were for. Mass genocide. Not to understand the protoculture. You killed and enslaved billions to win a war. Seems a lot like our Regis.
It was for the will or the Gaia of the Invid that our planets were restored. Using the human and animal essence, In return, we restored Earths of other dimensions. Even yours. I can send you back to one of them.
You are insane and immoral.
Morality? What is that to a demigod? You will not survive.
But if I die here, I will not be able to fix the damage done to the fleet. Because we're out of energy and will surely die out. Only almost 50,000 people remain. And 1 million clones and Zentradi.
Your fleet is of little importance now that the shadows have come in many universes and corrupted the fleshlings to their claws. She is making it up. There are no shadow children.
Maybe her husband is more powerful than she is in this universe.
No, we're the shadow children and can stop her. With a song. It's my idea.
I thought it was the Haydenites.
Delusional child. You are nothing in all this. Merely copying a name from old to confuse and distract me.
That kid's a meme like YOLO. We are the children, and J-pop rules. What? You think a song is going to save us? Yeah, you think a song is going to save us? Where am I? The same place I am, the Tesseract. Actually, Shadow Children does sound kind of metal.
The panorama of the galaxy.
Please, stop with the singing. Are we good or evil? I don't know. In one timeline, the Regis killed Rick and made it look convincing. We saw it during the bioship mission. We contacted Max from another era also. He took us to Metroplex, but actually, killing us would disrupt the timeline.
Do you know how many times I've done away with your people, Louis Nichols? I've been to a lot of those timelines. In one or more, I'm actually closer to good than evil. Disgusting.
I thought you said you were beyond morals. She has a point. Or do the shapings of the protoculture keep sending proto-devils from the Shadow Realm after you, like they did after Korg?
Korg? Oh, my offspring in one of your timelines. I am not amused at your attempt to distract me. So what is your end game?
Return us to our time and place, and we will not see you again. Rick, in the timeline I come from, I was not your son, but born to Lisa and Edwards. In yours, it's likely the child would have been Reinhard's. I'm sorry. No, that isn't true. You're just trying to distract me. But why? I don't want this moment to happen again.
Your stalling is over. The rebellion is over. I'm going to take over this timeline by corrupting it and using the Transformers. I will rule these worlds before the expedition ever launched.
No, the Transformers will intervene. They'll burst in here any minute and stop you. Then let them. You will never control the universe. That Rick's dead. Ah, it's over.
Maybe we should have a love song or a eulogy.
What, do you think you're Min-May or something?
No, I'm Peppermint Annie LaBelle.
I know that. You two quit antagonizing them, or they're going to turn on us. No, comrade.
Now this is how you do it. That was much easier than I thought. Her powers must be weaker.
Now see here, nice robot. Can't we make a deal?
No deals. I finish you.
Where is Attinger? We are here to return him to his timeline.
Oh, Optimus Prime. I'm afraid you're too late. He is deactivated.
And the infant creature, where is she?
Well, she is also deactivated.
Rick Hunter's also been attacked. We gotta do something.
I'm a transformer, not a doctor. Stand aside. I'm a doctor and a transformer. Well, I found most of him, but I don't think he's coming back from this one.
Dandy medical opinion, Ratchet. Your name suits you.
Do I know you?
I'm Night Racer, from the G2 continuity.
Well, that's just prime. I died. Funny, I did too. The Fleet Command programmed some robot to kill me and make it look like a suicide. I read the message. I knew it was going to happen, so I let it. No, it was Korg. Well, it was a little red-headed girl in a ski suit. If that's a Korg, then okay, but kinda looked like Janice. What happened to me? What is this place? Hunter, how did you find me? I wasn't trying to. That's nothing. As part of the plan, we were ordered to mess with Rick Hunter's family. You didn't make Lisa miscarry. It was cancer. They had to perform a hysterectomy. I led Hadon to find you. The vision you are seeing before you, Reinhard, is of us reprogramming Janice the robot to lie and then to murder you and make it look like the fleet did it. We did this because you tried to destroy the Earth with the Neutron S missiles. We did not want you to stand trial, so we finished you off.
Behold, I am the light that stops the shadow. I am the shaping. I am the Zor. I have taken on many forms. Bow before me, your merciful host. What should we call you? You're clearly not the god, but some kind of higher life form. The Japanese call me the Karamori, and the Americans the Makek or the Agrama. But you may call me New or Legato. I didn't pick the names. For instance, the Transformers call me Prima, bearer of the first matrix of creation. You are Robotech, so call me New. All right, New. Have you met Hadon? Do you know what's going on here? The children of the Shadow were just a trick to scare the invent off your planet, Richard Hunter. They fled because they thought someone greater was after them. The Regent pretended to be one of them. To trick you further, your trek through the stars is over and ended before you ever returned home. He's just stalling. This thing is a program, and you've been had. You're still on the bioship. I am the darkness and have command of a giant city robot, and will use it to defeat you. No, I have command of a giant city robot, and I will defeat you. Light our darkest hour. What are they doing? They're Transformers. It's more than meets the eye. Who the hell are you guys? I'm Lancer, commander of Sound Force, and you will listen to our song.
I am Maya, and I know exactly what I'm doing.
I am Lunk, and I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Well, I'm Peppermint, and that makes me hungry.
What? I'm Darkness, and you aren't Shadow Children. Doesn't matter, because we're J-pop, and we're metal. Alright guys, play the Seventh Moon. Oh, cut that out. It's working. Nah, it's just that I prefer heavy metal. Then, have some. Autobots and Decepticons, attack.
Everyone, move in.
Yeah, it's only because these new creatures are more annoying than you are. Transform dash.
We must save the humans and the Veritex first.
We were doing fine on our own. No, we weren't. Well, I want candy. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Honey, you do know Aaron Carter was only doing a cover of that song.
Well, better than hearing you butcher Firebomber's Seventh Moon.
Like Masek did to Macross. Admiral Hunter and Dr. Nichols, I found you. We're the new triumvirate or something? That's silly. Yes, it is, but we are Robotech masters. There goes the neighborhood.
I see you screwed up again as usual.
Darkness. Shut up.
We have to get out of the Tesseract. They're fighting outside. The fight continues and will never end. Yeah, no kidding. Those robots are really kicking each other's butts out there. Yes, but they won't likely destroy this Tesseract. I wouldn't be too sure about that. Let me guess. Everyone's inside the Tesseract under that thing.
I shall crush you. No, I shall crush you. No, I shall crush you.
must stop you from defending the Tesseract. No! You will not stop me from defending the Tesseract. No! You're not really Fortress Maximus. You're an imposter. Prepare to die. Prepare to die. Yes, whoa, we're standing on the Tesseract. Yes, oh, it's probably thrashing it too. Yes, see a little spark. Oh, yes.
Now, where do we go from here? We will see, Max. We will see.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Requiem cannon beam blast go.
The robots have finished each other off.
Primer has defeated the enemy and vanquished the darkness.
Megatron, I think it's best we leave.
Yes, you seem to be overmatched. What?
I will say when the Decepticons retreat. Decepticons, retreat!
Well, Megatron, your team didn't win.
Well, that's because we didn't play. My song saved us. The song did it. What? No, it didn't.
Thank you, Optimus Prime. Again. Don't mention it. No, really.
Yes, it appears you have passed the challenge, Rick Hunter, and I will return you to your world.
But Prime, our Earth is still out of energy.
Optimus Prime, I will allow you to provide them the energy they need.
Very well then, we will flee the Tesseract. Autobots, transform and roll out!
Oh, is that what this is? Sound Force, let's move out.
Say, is somebody going to help me out here? Hello? Hello? Where's everybody?
I was thinking of a J-pop song just as I was blasted.
You weren't blasted. We just came out of hyperspace.
It was a dream then?
What was? We were just on Aptera, where the Edwards clone was stepped on. Crushed under the heel of the Shadow Lord, the evil Predaking. I wanted to do it, but his foot beat me to it.
The seventh moon. Louis, do you remember being on a jungle-strewn New York in another dimension? I think I do. Perhaps when you saw visions of other timelines, one of them imprinted on you. In some way. And we can use it to get home. I'm not sure, but every outcome leads to entropy, unless in some cases, every thought does. Play back the episode where we encountered the Regis who turned on my other self.
That story's not on file, sir. What we saw were not recordings, but actual cosmic events.
But Optimus Prime offered to help us get the energy we need. Didn't he? It'd be unfortunately if in this time period, he never got that message. Admiral, I'm picking up a hyperspace message. It's Max and the Archangel. On screen. Rick, you've been gone for 2 years.
Yes, it's a good thing the Transformers followed your signal and came here. They have energy and ways to harvest it. Earth is saved.
Rick Hunter, we are back, and so are you. It wasn't a dream. Where you were in that realm of the protoculture, or as we call it, the Allspark, Anything can happen, and often does. You have been changed and made better for it, so use it to guide the future.
And it is metal. Well, I am not metal, but thank you again, all of you. But I wonder, what happened to the Shadow Children?
Doesn't matter. Your versions of the Freedom Biters are safe.
Jetfire helped. I found him babbling on about space-time equations and how he got there. But he saved the Robotech future.
I did, but it's teamwork that did it. You can use the Transwarp Energon to repower the Robotech people.
Thank you for restoring the past, Rick Hunter.
Farewell, Rick Hunter. Transform your destiny.
Oh, brother.
Autobots and Decepticon, transform and roll out.
The Children of the Shadow were just other entities the Invid were prejudiced of, and wrote them off as evil and meddling. It turns out they were always a myth. The Invid kept saying race after race that beat them somehow were the Shadow Children. They were wrong. But what about the renegade Haydenites? Still out there somewhere, but now no longer pretending they're Shadow Children. I think they just dislike children. What? Okay, so that didn't make sense. They reproduce differently than humans is all. They're energy beings. Oh, but they did like someone called Lancer. I want you to bring him to the bridge when I come over there. He's here. How'd you know? Lucky guess. He's probably putting on some silly J-pop concert for himself. He is trying to follow in the footsteps of Lin Min-mei. Yes, I hope to see them and Lisa again shortly. Yes, sir, and welcome back. Thank you, Max.
On the edge of the swath of the colored void, I'm on the galaxy highway. I feel my heart like an asteroid has hit me and I fall. In the city that doesn't sleep or die, my pulse races as I wish to know the unknown future and to know why. The melody that calls to me just won't let me go. A mystery has come to me and I really want to know. They call you the seventh moon, so your pale silence attracts me. The echo of the beating drum urges me to the maddening dance.
Transformers, Autobots rage their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Macross and Robotech forever.
Well, hello. Hello, I'm Maya. And I'm Annie, or you can call me Peppermint. I see. Do I know you from somewhere? In another life. Oh. Is this song metal? I guess so. I see. Well, nice to meet you, Maya. Nice to meet you, Peppermint.
What is this? Interesting. Cool. Rock on. Fire bomber forever!
And I really want to know. They call you the seventh moon, so your pale silence attracts me. The echo of the beating drum urges me to the maddening dance. During the sunny day, under the silver dome, lovely and broken heart, I try to figure you out. Melody that calls to me, a power revives my heart.
So you're the fire bomber, the frontman guy, years ago.
Yes, it has been a long, long time. You must be almost 100 years old. About 90. Fire bomber. Admiral Hunter, this is quite a show. Huh. Yes, it is. Not as good as a Min-May concert, but it'll do. Yes.
Looking for answers, seventh moon. As the power's like a riddle. Or am I chasing a dream vision like the fading of a rainbow? So the dream will live on. You say as long as love continues, aim for a better tomorrow, shooting like a shooting star. Why does this make me so anxious? Like the answer to my question. The riddle of the power is like an asteroid shower, chasing after me to the future, crashing into the darkness. The dance goes on and on, searching for an answer. Why do this maddening dance? But it's time.
Fire bomber forever.
Macross and Robotech forever.
For the original creators of Robotech. This homage story and the series within it is probably what the fans would have wanted years ago. Thank you for exciting animation adventures beyond the stars. For well over 30 years of Robotech adventures and Macross adventures. Dun, 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 dun.